right now on BeachBytes.
Hey y'all, let's talk some wrestling, shall we? And I believe, I believe now, because WWE 2K25 is not only looking like it's going to be one of the greatest games ever made from early impressions since, but there could actually be WWE DLC that involves TNA wrestling, and it's not just becoming a rumor anymore. Let me explain. We've been looking at this new merger between WWE and TNA as what is it going to mean? Well, we're starting to see some of that coming out. As a WWE partner, I'm allowed to do certain things with WWE, and I'm allowed to not do certain things with WWE. That's how, contracts work with anything you're in. Well, for example, with this new contract, I can do this.
Say his name and he appears.
Whereas I couldn't in the past. And so one thing that's cool is, what does this mean for video games? Well, surprisingly, we could actually get TNA DLC for WWE 2K25. And it's not that crazy because, as you can see, this awesomely well graphed that I made and spent decades making for you, that's your main reason why. But okay, that's cute and all, but what exactly does that mean for the game? Well, let me explain. Now, I don't think we're going to get full-blown
Do you know what my watch is saying? I've never heard that watch.
DLC packs of the six-sided ring, and I also don't see that if we do get any current stars that are in the game, it may be holdovers that they have models for. With Fandango, they could move back over. They could move over Dolph Ziggler. It's changing names. Their attires and stuff have changed. For new scans, maybe Jordan Grace, since she's been in a couple Royal Rumbles, and Joe Hendry, because he was at the NXT takeover where
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Grace and Hendry are our two biggest possibilities. But now they're also teasing it here, as Joe Hendry was in a recent interview and he had this to say.
Oh, I'll add another. Something that would be wonderful for both companies and, most importantly, the fans. Can you imagine if we had a TNA DLC?
Oh my gosh.
That would be huge. And that's not just the modern roster like myself. That could be classic AJ Styles, That would be exciting.
Okay.
But for TNA, for the DLC crossover, how I actually see it going more plays out like this. What we probably get in 2K25 would be maybe Joe Hendry and Grace, because they've been around the WWE events. What I could more see is older superstars like AJ Styles getting a TNA Persona card, or I could see them using some TNA logos in my faction because it would be easier to port those in as we go. And with old wrestlers with TNA gear, they could easily do that. I could see them, referencing TNA, or maybe dropping the TNA title in the game. That might be fun for this year. But I don't think we'll get a six-sided ring, because just the way it takes them a couple years to get War Games to work, how it took them a couple years to get Underground to work in this year's game. If they started working on the TNA content, it would probably be another year or so. So we're looking at 26, 27 before we have a full-blown Ultimate TNA pack that everyone's going to say we're getting.
Kevin Owens hooks the leg. Oh my God!
Realistically, I can see them using some of it in the game. Like I said, this awesome graft right here pretty much says it all. But I think that we will get some TNA stuff, but it blows my mind that we're even having this conversation right now. If you're still listening to me rant, can you go ahead and do me a favor? Acknowledge your tribal beach.
Acknowledge me.
And hit that like button. It sends it out so more people can see it. And also comment down below your favorite emoji, for engagement, to send it out so more people see this video. I really appreciate it.
Revolutionize your experience with Hex Gaming premium custom controllers. Use code BEACH to save at checkout.
So TNA Wrestling and WWE 2K together sounds awesome. There will be trading cards There will be, merchandise. There's already crossovers on TV. And of course, it's going to bleed into Supercard and then finally into the video games. So I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility anymore. I think anything can happen in today's wrestling landscape. Do I think that it will be in this year's game? I really don't. But the way they're teasing it, and for them to be so tight-lipped, and for Joe Hendry to drop stuff, and for them to drop hints in the game, really makes me interested if we do get just a little taste of TNA in 2K25. But I think 2K26 and definitely 27, all bets are off, and that excites me about it. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this craziness. And the secret phrase for today's video is, I believe.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Comment that down below. And to find out more, like the crazy changes to universe mode that are actually real, check out that video right there. Remember, make life your beach, and we'll see you on the next video.